Hey guys, so today on my channel we are going to be talking about my spring and summer TBR, and now I have a list of about 8 books to share with you guys. I'm not trying to push anything extreme onto myself for the spring and summer just because I know myself. I know that I've barely been reading in the past couple of months, and that's just due to work and school and all the other things, you know, all the excuses, but I just really don't want to be setting myself up to have this like super high goal of reading like 25 books this summer and then failing. I just kind of want to give myself some books that I know I really want to read and that I know I will enjoy, and then just try to read those during the spring and the summertime. I won't be doing school for most of it. I am doing summer classes, but that's only at the beginning of the summer, so I have some time to get through these books. It's not too much pressure or anything, but I did end up picking up some books that I'm super excited about, super interested in reading this summer, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. Give this video a thumbs up if you love TBR videos, and let me know down below if you want to see more of them in the future, and let me know what your summer TBR is, but let's get started. First off, we have The Wrong Side of Right by Jen Marie Thorne. This is a book that I hauled a couple months back, and a lot of you guys actually told me that you really enjoyed this book, so that really made me excited to read it. And it's about this girl that I think loses her mother, and she has to move in with her father that she's never known, and come to find out he's this really big guy and he's running for president. So her dad's literally running for president, and she's like, what's going on with my life? Like, where am I? Who am I? And then I believe there's a romance aspect in this book where there's like this bad boy that she falls for, which obviously isn't good when your dad is running for president, but YA and politics are like, they're like jelly and peanut butter. They just like go together. I'm obsessed with it, so I'm super excited to read this book, and I know a lot of you guys have enjoyed it as well, so that is on my list. Next up, I have Summer Days and Summer Nights, which is 12 love stories edited by Stephanie Perkins, and they're by all these really wonderful authors listed up on the top there. And I actually read the holiday stories version of this book that came out like 2 years ago or something around the holidays, and I really enjoyed reading it in the right time. So reading this in the summer just sounds like a perfect idea. And I think sometimes reading little short stories is a little bit less intimidating than reading a whole book, so I think this could be fun to be read outside, like by the pool or at the beach or something. I love reading at the beach, so I thought that would be a really fun one to read this summer. Next up, I have a book that I know so many of you guys have read and just recommended to me a million times, and that is Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. This is a book that is currently being turned into a movie, and I know that so many people here on BookTube are absolutely obsessed with this book, but this is a book that I've had on my shelf for quite some time now, and it's just been recommended to me over and over again, so it's definitely one that I want to get to this summer. Next up, we have On the Fence by Cassie West, who is a really fun contemporary author, and I've always really enjoyed her books, so I thought this would be kind of like a fun, lighter read for the spring summertime about this girl that has a new neighbor, and she falls for him, I'm assuming, and like they sneak away and they like meet near the fence. I have no idea. That was like a completely made up synopsis, but I've heard good things about this book. I've heard good things about all of her books. I've read a couple of them and they're very enjoyable, so definitely one that I think I could read this spring or summer. Next up is a book that hasn't even come out yet, but it's coming out this summer and I really want to read it before it comes out, and that is Once and For All by Sarah Dessen. I was lucky enough to receive an ARC of this book from Penguin. If you want to see the unboxing, they sent me this beautiful PR box. I have a link to that video down below, but this book looks absolutely phenomenal. You guys may or may not know Sarah Dessen is one of my all-time favorite contemporary, just general authors, I think, and this book follows a wedding and it just sounds super cute, and I just love Sarah Dessen, so I'm super excited to read this one and review it for you guys. Another book that I hauled a while back and I'm really interested in reading is The Secrets We Keep by Trisha Lever. Now, I believe that this book follows 2 twin girls and they get into a car accident. They're identical twins. One of them passes away, but everyone thinks that the one that is alive is the one that passed away, so she has to like pretend to be her sister and like keep her alive, and I don't know why she just does that. I would just be like, yeah, no, I'm the other one, but apparently like there's a lot of secrets and dark twisted stuff going on in this book, and I just thought it sounded kind of fun for when I'm not in the mood for like a light contemporary and I want something a little bit more dark contemporary, so I thought this sounded like it would be a good one, and a lot of you guys told me that you enjoyed it, so I'm excited to read this one as well. Next up is one that's been on my TBR list for so long, and that is The Siren by Kira Cass. And now I've heard mixed reviews on this book. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm personally a really big fan of Kira Cass's writing. The Selection series is one of my all-time favorite series. I think it's so cute and just light to read, so I'm hoping that this one kind of reads the same. I'm pretty sure that this book just follows this girl, or this siren, who falls in love with somebody that like just lives on the mainland and she can't be with him or something. I don't know. It sounded like a really good book, and like sirens make me think of the ocean, which makes me think of summer, so summer book. This next book is one that I literally cannot believe I have not read yet, and that is The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson, which just, I want to read this so bad. I can't believe I've been letting it sit on my shelf for like a year now. But it just sounds like such a phenomenal book. I love Morgan Matson. I love her contemporaries. They're so fun to read, but they also always have like a good message and they have great characters. And this book's just been sitting on my shelf, guys. I don't know why I haven't read it, but definitely this summer I want to make it happen. But yeah, so I'm really excited to read this one finally and do a review for you guys, because I know a lot of you guys have been asking my opinions and I'm like, still haven't read it. Okay guys, and the last thing that I have to show you is actually a book slash series that I want to reread this summer, just because I'm absolutely obsessed with it and I read it last summer and I enjoyed it so much that I just want to read it again. And that is the Seabreeze series by Abby Glines. This is the first one called Breathe, but this series, I think it's like 9 or 10 books or something like that, but they're super easy to read. You can read them in like one sitting or one day. They're super fast paced, but just really cute contemporaries that just have like so much drama, and just I'm into that. So I'm really looking forward to rereading these hopefully sometime soon, just because I'm a big fan of them. And you know, when I'm recommending Abby Glines to people, I'm like, you're not gonna get some like intense literary experience reading these books, but they're super fun and drama filled and just like exciting to read. So they're kind of just like a fun read. But most of the books I read are kind of like that anyway, but I'm really excited to reread the series. I'm a huge fan of it. So guys, that is going to be my spring slash summer TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously, I'll be flexible with this. Maybe one of these books I actually won't be in the mood to read and I'll pick up other stuff. You know, you never know. At the end of the summer, I'll probably do a wrap-up video of all the books that I read. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up if you haven't already, and also subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment down below letting me know what books you're excited to read this spring or summer. But other than that, I hope you guys have a super wonderful day. You can follow me on all of my social media down below if you want to see more of me throughout the day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!